Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we're coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. We're going to stay here in the mid-Michigan area right now. Carrie Rosingana, CEO at CAMW, Capital Area Michigan Works, joins us right now. And Carrie, it's always good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Chris. Thanks. The sun is out in Michigan and it's fall. It's beautiful out, so can't complain.
Well, those things are nice. And when you said I'm doing well, we have not gotten to the interview questions yet, so we'll hold them. All right, so let's talk a little bit about that. You know, after the legislature passed that 1 week budget at the end of September, we have a funded state government fiscal for 2026. So, what are some of the major items that added, deleted, changed, et cetera, that affect you?
Yeah, absolutely. And great question. I would say that we know that this was a very dynamic budget season for Michigan, and we were watching very closely to see some of those program effects that might come to play or fruition. One of the largest areas that we were watching carefully was Going Pro Talent Fund. And from an employer perspective, we know that that has been a truly critical program that has allowed for employers across the state to be able to train their current workforce as well as to train those new hires that they're onboarding. So that was a program that we vocally have supported in the past and will continue to do so. And we're fortunate because the Going Pro Talent Fund program was actually kept in the budget, which we were really pleased about and consider to be a win. Albeit it was a 42% cut to our funding levels from last year, but we are pleased that there's still over $31 million in the budget for Going Pro Talent Fund, which is going to allow for us to continue to help those employers in our communities.
Yeah, well, God knows there were plenty of things to watch over. So,
There were.
uh, let's talk about the federal government shutdown. It's now lasted more than a month. How is that affecting not only you as a CEO, because planning is a big part of this, but also the Workforce Development Agency?
Yeah, so some of our programs are funded on a program year basis, which in our world is July to June, and some are from a federal perspective from October 1st through September. So those programs that were slated to start in October, there's certainly been some pause and some uncertainty regarding what funding levels are going to look like. We fortunately have the opportunity in the way that we've planned to be able locally to continue our programs without services being disrupted to date. We're continuing to work with those job seekers who are coming to us needing assistance to connect with employment opportunities. And we're very hopeful that in the days ahead, that federal shutdown will come to a close and it will return to business as usual. While the shutdown is continuing, we certainly know, especially as of November 1st, there's been some impacts to SNAP, which is food assistance in short. We know that, in the communities that we're hearing from the communities, some concerns about, food insecurities. And so we've been making sure an intentional way that we are putting out information about where individuals who might be coming to see us and have that need, they know where to go. And we even at our office have also started a food drive for November so that we as an organization can help to donate and be actionable during this time. We know that there's a need in the community always, but right now it's just a little bit more substantial as we wait for the federal shutdown to play out and see what that looks like going forward.
Well, you mentioned SNAP, and the worry there is that the word out is that they're only going to get half of what they have coming,
Right.
and the subsequent word is we don't know exactly when we can get that to you. So there's some real problems here. From your perspective, let's step outside your doors. What should business owners be doing if this shutdown continues?
I think it's really important if you are a leader in an organization right now to recognize that our workforce right now, some of them may be struggling. You may have folks who have stressors that they haven't felt before, especially if there's food insecurity and dynamics. And I think it's a good approach to take to be mindful of that as you're meeting with your employees that you have. And also, I think it's really important during this time for business owners to be able to speak about the benefits of the programs that we have that are helping them to connect to those employees and to that workforce that's needed still. The work doesn't stop right now because the shutdown is happening and our employers in the region continue to have business as usual in many cases. So we just have to make sure that we're navigating those dynamics together and that we're continuing to provide a supported workplace while also talking about the critical importance of workforce programs.
So we got about 30 seconds left. What are you hoping to see in the spending bill that would reopen that federal government?
I'm really hopeful that we will see a continuation of workforce programs and that we continue to see those programs that support our folks here in the region with the benefits that are needed to be successful to make sure our economy is very strong.
Well, what you're doing out there is necessity, getting people to work by training them, and congratulations on that. I mean, that's really shoveling sand against the tide. It's a continuous job. So
Yeah, we're all in it together. You're welcome, Chris.
Appreciate your good work. Carrie Rosingana, the CEO of CAMW, the Capital Area Michigan Works. Thanks so much for the great work that you do and for spending time with us.
Thanks, Chris.
We'll be right back. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.